What's up, YouTube? This is episode 123 of the Daily Bespoke Edge. And today we're going to kind of talk about no-show socks in the context of dressing a little bit nicer, a little bit more dressed up, aka wearing a full suit. All right, so in the earlier episode, and one of my more popular ones, I went over that big question of should you wear no-show socks and kind of go sockless with a lot of your summer style in particular. And a lot of great response on that. It's a very fun video to do. And a lot of you are apparently very into it, just like we are at Bespoke Edge. And a lot of good questions came up out of that. One of which was regarding these no-show socks, which are very, very low-cut socks. And I'll show you, I have a couple on right now. Does the color matter? And I want to do a couple of videos on this because it's a good question. We have quite a few of the socks that you'll find on the rack at a department store are either going to be very earth tone, kind of like these, or they're going to be a little wild, a little crazy. They could be polka dot, they could be brighter colors. And right away you might be thinking, well, if they're no-show socks, you're not really going to see them, so does the color really even matter? And I would argue that usually the answer is no, you're not going to see them, or you certainly shouldn't see them. But sometimes, even though it's pretty low, what can happen is that they can kind of creep up or sometimes kind of come off the back of your heel. Sometimes that's a really frustrating feeling and it goes inside of your shoe. But if it does kind of come up on the sides, and this does happen, obviously you'll want to wear a color that's similar to that of your shoes. So, this one that I was just wearing, you saw, was kind of a real dark charcoal. And if I'm wearing black dress shoes like I am today, in kind of this dressed up, sockless look, it's not going to be something that's really obvious if it does kind of show a little bit. So if I'm in a meeting, for instance, and have legs up on the table or whatever, and you see a little bit, it won't be really distracting than say if it was a bright blue or a bright red or something that's kind of colorful and a little out there, a little more wild. So that being said, and a quick aside, we are doing a little new audio on this episode. We've been trying to make better audio solutions for you, and fortunately I think we have a good solution. So let me know, a quick aside, just if the audio quality is better on this video, if you like it. We made some improvements that we're really excited about. Okay, so back to the socks. Standing up, I know I kind of go out of frame here, but to show you an example of going sockless, and yet I'm still very dressed up. I'm wearing a full suit and very high quality fabric pants. These are some nice shoes, but no socks. Again, kind of a more fashion forward look, but it is something that definitely works. I think when the rest of your outfit is very dressed up, you can definitely get away with not wearing the socks. So personally, I certainly don't think that you need to think it is only restricted towards very casual looks, aka kind of more in the summertime, more earth tones, more casual looking things. However, even though I'm wearing a suit here, I would not personally go to like a wedding or a very, very fancy event and not wear socks. Then I would put something else on. But again, that's kind of my own personal preference, my own personal style. Question to you guys, now that we've kind of talked a little bit about a dressed up look with a pair of socks, and kind of embedded in that discussion, what kind of no-show socks should you use if you're wearing something a little bit dressy? What do you guys think? Is this a look that you would feel comfortable wearing, kind of getting dressed up and wearing a full suit and no socks? Or do you think at that point when you get to a suit level, you gotta wear socks? Love to hear your thoughts, hear what you guys have to say about it. Sound off in the comments below, and as always, we'll be back. Another episode, we're going to do kind of a casual take on going sockless. It's a little bit different from this look. And then we'll probably do some videos on, like I said, the real colorful, kind of more wild no-show socks. And specifically, I'm thinking some combos with a pair of sneakers that should be pretty cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your attention. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back soon.